For more than a century and a half, intrepid explorers have set off from the Royal Geographical Society. 3 young geographers and social anthropologists will be carrying on that tradition from next month. Their expedition will circumnavigate the Atlantic Ocean, following the 1-metre contour line which scientists predict will be the new coastline within a century. The project is funded by the Royal Geographical Society.
This is a grant that encourages people to go beyond their normal experience, to explore, to understand more themselves, but also to share that understanding and to engage and work with communities in sharing understanding.
Helping school students from different countries and continents exchange ideas about climate change via the expedition website will be at the heart of their project.
It enables children around the Atlantic, and in fact around the world, to get in touch with one another. They can send each other emails, they can even talk to each other by video conferencing, a bit like Skype. So that breaks down the distance that exists between children living in very different cultures. And the idea is that it will make this sort of abstract topic of climate change tangible and real for children who otherwise maybe have no experience of it.
The expedition vehicle will be their home, whether they are in desert, jungle or snowy wilderness. They should encounter all those conditions in the next 12 months, so it needs to be tough and reliable, able to adapt, and so do the 3 graduates who met while studying at Cambridge University.
We're going to be living out of this car for a year. So we're going to be sleeping in a roof tent on the roof. In the back we're going to have it packed with we've got a petrol stove, we've got our laptops which are going to be powered by a solar panel we take with us. We've got all of our sort of camping furniture. We're going to have an awning that comes out of the side which will be like our little room that we can, with a mosquito net coming down. And so yeah, we're going to be quite squished in for the 1-year journey.
While they aim to establish a network of at least 10,000 students, they will be also writing and reporting themselves. Once back in Britain, the work of analysing such data is likely to take almost as long as the trip itself.
I think it's very important to look at this expedition as a phase 1 of the project. It's almost like doing any research where you go out and you spend a lot of time in the field, you come back with all your information, and then you spend a long time processing that information and then kind of filtering it and distilling it, and then you probably, in 2 years' time we might well have a much better idea of what we're actually doing than when you're in the thick of it in the field.
The grant of £10,000 to the winners of the Go Beyond scheme is one of more than 80 projects funded by the Royal Geographical Society.
Some of our projects support research. Some of our projects also support education. So we have a fascinating project with our partners, the British Council and the Royal Meteorological Society, called Climate for Classrooms, which is working around the world with schools. We're in the pilot phase at the moment, and it's to improve intercultural dialogue among young people and teachers about how climate change is going to affect their country. So if you take these projects together and you take the fantastic support we have with this project from Land Rover, it's a wonderful partnership, then the Society really is putting its weight behind a greater understanding and sharing understanding of climate change.
On September the 1st, they set off from Poole in the English southwest, with Saint-Malo in northern France their destination. What should prove an epic journey continues through Europe to Africa and Latin America before finishing in Canada in September next year.